I'm Heaven Dave Temporal, and I'm here to discuss the Filibusterismo, Chapter 3, The Legends. Father Florentino came across as people laughing on the deck. Priests are talking about the vigilance of Filipinos and the persecution of church fees. Simon later arrived. He said he was unwell and did not see the steering wheel. He couldn't tell her any place he could find if there were no legends. Thus, the captain began to recite the legend of the Broad Rock. According to the captain, it was supposed to be sacred to the indigenous people as the home of the spirits. When it was said that the robbers were living in fear of the spirits, the robber, instead of being afraid, the captain mentioned the legend about Doña Guillermina and invited Father Florentino to tell the legend. There is a boyfriend in Spain, and the man is the Archbishop of Manila. The woman allegedly pretended to be in a relationship with her boyfriend in Manila and demanded that she obey the promise of the marriage. But the Archbishop thought otherwise. Instead of getting married, he stayed with her in a cave near the Pasig River. Beanzives adorned the legend. Doña Victorina was envious and wanted to live in a cave. Simon asked Father Salvi, "Don't you think it would be the best to put him in a stateroom like Santa Clara?" The priest answered Simon's question and said he could not judge the action of the Archbishop. To make matters worse, the legend of Saint Nicholas saved a Chinese from crocodile's deaths. The crocodiles became the rock of the Chinese saint. When the boat reached the lake, Beanzives asked the captain where a Guevara, Navarra, or Ibarra had been killed. The captain pointed out where. In the water, Doña Victorina was still searching for a trace of death 13 years ago since the accident. Father Salvi said the father was with his son's body. Beanzives added that this is the cheapest funeral, and others laughed. Simon lost his temper and was speechless. The captain had just assumed it was a DC because of travel. Analysis. By sharing tales and legends of places along the river, the elite passengers of the steamer spend their time in a very colorful language. Padre Florentino tells the legend of Doña Guillermina, and the Padre Salvi tells the tale of a Chinese man who was threatened by the Caymans, but was rescued because he called on Saint Nicholas to help him. Moments later, Beanzives asked the captain to point out of him the exact spot where during his failed escape, a man named Ibarra was killed. Simon becomes silent and retreats in deep thoughts as the captain locates in famous region in the water. In this chapter, we see that the people have already gotten rid of primitive beliefs revolving around spirits and monsters, but now replace them with even more annoying superstitions about religion.